All right, good day everyone. Good, uh, whatever time frame you're watching from, you're welcome. So this is weekly market outlook. Um, with strong man effects. So I'll just be looking at gold and probably um gold, basically gold and silver, and then US oil. So based on market structure, we know overall, structurally on monthly time frame, we're bullish on gold. Then we're having a pullback retracement, right? And it's obvious that the retracement is almost over with this V-shaped killer being created here, you know. And so that being established, we're still bullish overall. Overall, we're still bullish. But then there's something very interesting. If you watch my previous video, took a time to really expand my thought process and market structure. Let me just start from here for want of time. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Then we had a break, a pullback, then all this kind of structure. Then we have this. Personally, I want to see this. We are not going to continue bullish, or else even if we are going to be bearish, we want to see this liquidity taken out before market dropped. So this is what I'm basically looking at gold. But then a more closer look on the weekly time frame. What am I anticipating this coming week? Gold has been bearish all this while, but then something played out very beautiful last 2 weeks. Got a sweep of this low here, got a sweep of this weekly low. That's last week of June. Got a sweep of the low, and the high was still standing. Number one, remember I trade SLK, structural liquidity and key level alongside SMC. So we had the sweep of this previous low, the high was still standing, and this was the key level here. Market created, and from here we are expecting a bias. Take out this particular high, then this one as our second target. Nonetheless, that being established, let's see what we got. Now, the time frame is giving us something very beautiful and interesting, and this is where we want to pay attention to. Let's study structure for a while from this zone here. So we had this higher low, the lower low, this lower high, and the lower low. Are you seeing this? Then what do we see? We see price giving us a lower high, which should ultimately create a lower low. But then we are seeing something very beautiful and interesting. This is what the normal ideal bearish market trends will look like. But on a daily time frame, we see it break out to the upside. A beautiful breakout to the upside, and clearly telling us we have a change of directional bias. We have a change of bias, and this is what I'm looking at. I'm seeing this, and I'm seeing this pullback here, and I'm seeing market coming to take out this. Are you seeing it? So you see, so we had a pullback here. So obviously this is our first break structure, and this should be our second break. So our second break structure. So we have a first break, this is our second break. Now all we want to see is we want to see price take out this high, go back to take out the internal liquidity that was created, or what do you call it, social liquidity, or whatever thing this may call it, and then we take off from this zone. So for me, I want to see price sell back. But before we see that, either we take out this high, or we take out this liquidity here and see expect a drop down to this level, right? Take out this liquidity, and then I'll be expecting to long gold from this zone here, this key level here, or the QMR here, either of them. There are two valid zones to look out for gold this coming week. So personally, this low should be standing. This low should be protected. This low should be standing in the coming weeks, right? This low should be standing. And our target one, press this high. If this high is not taken out, this should be our first target. Then ultimately this key level. Now I exit my trade at key levels. I don't trade so until external liquids are kicking out. I like to exit my trade at key level, right? So that is basically what I'm looking at on gold this coming week. So this is what the high time frame perspective is telling us. So obviously this pullback here, it's a liquidity trap. That's a liquidity there, right? And then we see price rejected already. In fact, look at it. Look at how beautiful this chart is. Now we had this break of structure, price came, pull back, bounce off this level here, and it's going all the way up to most likely take out this external liquidity or this structural liquidity here. So two things will happen. It's either we see price take out the liquidity, drop, come take out this internal liquidity or inducement, and then push all the way up, or take out the external, then come take out internal, then push all the way up. So this coming week, we want to see maybe Monday, Tuesday buys. Want to see Monday, Tuesday buy. Want to see Monday, Tuesday buys to take out all this liquidity here. Want to see market probably react from this zone. This is a key level here on 4 hours, a very, very solid key level that markets most likely react to expect. Yes. So we may see some shorts from here. If it holds, if I see my confirmations, I'm going to be looking for sales and I'm holding it till this liquidity is taken off, and I'll be exiting at this key level here. Coming weeks, once I see my confirmations, I'll go all in at this zone. So this is my first point of interest for the week. This zone here is my first point of interest for the week. That's 4188. 4188. That's my first point of interest for the week. Right. So now, what are we seeing on 1 hour time frame? Nothing really much. Not so much to really bother ourselves on the 1 hour time frame. And so what am I seeing? I'm seeing more buys till we take out all this liquidity and all that. So that's basically it. Every other thing is noise. I really don't want to get distracted with the lower time frame noise. So this is obviously a liquidity zone. This is liquidity. This is liquidity at the top. Yeah. So that makes so much sense. So two things are bound to happen. Like I said, that we take out this liquidity. Either we take out this liquidity and drop, or alternative, we take out the external and drop. So whichever one, provided we have our confluences, we'll be shorted. I'll be shorting gold this coming week, most likely. Once I see a take out of this liquidity, I see my confirmation, I'll be shorting till this internal liquidity is taken out. That's what I'm looking at on gold. Remember, the high time frame controls lower time frame. So we have a lot of stuff to consider here. So on the weekly time frame, we have this high as our target. That's our TP1, right? This is our major target. This is our major target. We want to see price take out this weekly high. Until that high is taken out, we are not. We will still be looking for buys on gold, basically. Yes. So this is what I want to see in this coming week. Now, going to silver. I haven't looked at silver in a while. So silver isn't doing the same thing per se, but let's see. So we had weekly here on silver. We are not seeing any sweep of previous weekly low. But let's see what daily time frame holds. So we had a clear break of structure on silver. Let's study structure from here. Lower highs, lower low, right? Lower highs, which should give us a lower low, but then we see a clear change of character to the upside from here. And price is still expecting this level, this zone, this, and then we see the daily give us we had a sweep of internal liquidity most likely. Let's see what 4 hours is doing. Beautiful. We had a sweep of this. This is very strong support level. Very strong support level. Then what are we saying? Basically, for me, I'm seeing more buys. I'm seeing more buys because we took out this whole internal liquidity here, and from this internal liquidity, and see price reacting from another block inside a key level, right? Yeah. So from here, obviously, I'm looking at for more. This is very strong low. Very strong low. These are very strong low. And personally, I want to see. I want to see price pull back a little. Personally, I want to see price pull back. I'm not seeing any other block or whatsoever thing here. Let's see. I want to see price pull back into this level. No. Take out this liquidity that was engineered here. Obviously, price will bounce off this zone. So personally, I want to expect this in silver. That will be most likely when silver would have taken out this high. Obviously, taken out this high, of course, then bounce back to this zone before we see some buys to the upside, right? So that's what I'm looking at for this coming week, basically. Shares and trust.